Damn.
Today on EA Sports, it's week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Here's a scene a short time ago the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd. And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. He's at the 50, 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Restart coming.
Trey Sermon, 78 yards, and the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would. On the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, you too little.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield.
Oh, catch the fucking ball, Drake.
That one up. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and...
Woo! Twinkly toes. Good catch, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Is he gonna chase him all the way over there? Oh, shit.
Now a give right side. It's Moore. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. What a start defensively. You're off. Goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Throwing now. Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. He's at the 50, the 30,
can't be
10.
denied, boy.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Shit.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again,
Oh. Bro. That foot's down. No, I guess.
Like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the right side, this is Sermon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On second down, it's Sermon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football. So, not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Lance.
Shit.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now they try the right side here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Lance now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Eagles will have great field position here as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
It's a big one now. It's a big one. I'm trying to understand it. I just can't. I'm trying to understand it.
So they will.
Bro.
Accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They go play action with Wilson. Touchdown! David Njoku. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Lance now on first down.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Fighting is, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
Man, let me get my fucking hands up.
Complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Trey Sermon, he scored.
Oh, my goodness.
Ground and through the air. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Curtis, wide open receiver, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, Curtis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Outside, don't give him nothing.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
God damn, man.
Come on, Nat.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All right.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Yo, dog.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Florida State product, Cam Akers, with a touchdown run.
What's the word, bro?
Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Jordan Love.
You said not much work.
Touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
I ain't working today. Fuck it. Be real with yourself.
I hear the Old Spice commercial.
Hell yeah.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been
I think I probably accidentally called you. Oh, no. I called you on purpose. Shit, I was seeing if you was alive. I don't know, but I talked to you. Well, last time I saw you was when I dropped you off at your car on Saturday night. Oh, I was calling to see if y'all had barbecue for Father's Day. That's what I was calling to see.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Oh, shit.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Deshaun Watson paid off them girls.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Oh, for sure he did that shit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his
He paid 20 of the 24 so far.
This one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And the offense moving
again, right? Where there's smoke, there's fire, nigga.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase
right, it's like you might not have done, like, again, the same thing with that Bill Cosby shit. Like, you might not have actually did everything, but you did something, nigga.
3 yards remain for second down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. It looks like
and the terms and the amount of money is confidential. And they probably also had to sign, like, NDAs. Like, they probably can't tell anybody what they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, the girls can't talk about that shit ever again. They probably got, what is it called? A muzzle. It's not called a muzzle. Yeah, but it's a different thing.
Lance. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, no. He kept saying that he never broke no laws. That's really what he kept saying. He was like, I never.
And it's a second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around.
No,
you're involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him too. That makes things really difficult.
They already did the criminal trial. He didn't break any laws, they said. Oh, fuck.
Steps away to his left.
This is a civil trial. This is only for money.
And now it's third down.
This is only for like what you did to me what you did to me and my ability to make money. So like it's just the same way as suing like your job. You know what I'm saying? It's like your job, you did something or something happened to you at your job didn't protect you, but because he's the nigga employing you, he's the job, so you just sue him. But yeah, so like the thing is that when if it goes to jury, the jury is gonna give these women more money. You know what I'm saying? They basically will give the women money, probably what they ask for, versus like everything gets settled out of court because people don't want to go through the litigation, and then if it goes through the court, they also have to disclose the amounts. You know what I'm saying? Just like that Facebook shit. Like we don't know all the details about it because it never made it. You know what I'm saying? But we know that the Twins can't talk about that shit. Ooh. The Twins can't talk about that shit. And we do know that they got paid like $60-something million. But they can't talk about that shit ever. Fuck, what is it called? The Twins got 60 mil. The Winklevoss twins. Nah, I don't think they both. The twins that Mark Zuckerberg stole Facebook from.
Switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right.
What? Mark Zuckerberg stole Facebook from these twins that weren't like it. Yeah, the nigga who Mark Zuckerberg is the nigga who runs Facebook. I mean, he's the owner of Facebook, but he stole their idea because they had a good ass idea that they couldn't execute. So they was asking him to do it, and basically he was just doing it and wasn't hitting them back, and was just like, yeah, he was just being a whole ass nigga. He just wasn't hitting them niggas back, and then all of a sudden, like the shit was live. And they was like, yo, what the fuck? But they smart, because well, this is 60 mil before they knew what Facebook was ever going to be. So you know what I'm saying? It was like, bro, take. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's still fucked up because whatever Deshaun offers these people is like enough to shut them up, but also like a good enough amount. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, it's a good amount, nigga. That's what the only reason people even settle is because they gonna give you a quality amount. Exactly. Oh shit.
They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Man, fucking weirdo, dog.
Dixon, where should I go for Saturday night?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Saturday night.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
I was thinking Urban Social for Saturday, but that fucking parking was
now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3.
I ain't never really had no issues parking in Urban. I might just be lucky though. But also I'll be pulling up one car.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
But for me, you gotta walk across the street again, which ain't too bad because that street be busy. That might just be my birthday plan. Saturday. When do you come back? Because I need to book my makeup because I do want to take her.
And they'll let the fullback try and take
I'm probably coming back on
into the end zone for a Baltimore
Monday from the 4th of July weekend.
It's the fullback.
Yeah,
his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I need to see when I'm leaving for LA. Locally,
Lutz to try to add the PAT.
35 in LA.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Or Veronica. Not the same.
Definitely not the same. I don't know what her name is, but she did good music. She did good makeup. And at least we know, okay, she right there in Long Beach, so I just got to ride out the hood and be ready for after. But, yeah, I think I'd rather take them in L.A. than hot-ass Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to get home, girl, do my makeup for Saturday. On my actual birthday, I might just be riding around with a leftover face from the night before. I don't know.
Man, you know you can wash that shit off. Right.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Shit, Chapman always looks cool.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first.
It's a bunch of cute little places. I've been seeing people popping up at this place called Ward. But see, yeah, you know, because you don't want like a DJ and some shit. I think that shit's very like blah and food, but it's cute.
Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. Able to fight through one tackle. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, another shot for Sermon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, quotes. That might work.
Wilson into heavy traffic.
It was definitely, this girl did something. I don't know if that was Sunday or Saturday, but she definitely had some shit going. It looked pretty cool.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You
I'll
bring
try
the ball
to
to the
I'll
sideline,
go
the
look on the
equipment guy
internet, see if I can
grabs it, he
find it.
puts a
Where the
piece
fuck
of
is my
tape
lighter
on it,
at?
writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing is going for it in the passing game.
What am I doing? What's that girl's name? Chrissy. I'm trying to send you this girl. Oh shit, is this shit gone? Did she make a reel?
She took the birthday celebration down already.
Nah, I think it was just on her story.
Celebrate the whole month. That's just me.
Yeah. She probably gonna put up her own reel.
right now is looking like Urban Social in either quotes on Sunday or Urban Social and Chapman Kirby on Sunday. And that'll be...
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They let you do sections at Chapman and Kirby? Like, is that a thing?
I think so. I think that is
This
probably
is taken just shy of
the
10.
thing to do, probably. Oh, shit.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Going to have to be a section because there's not going to be no random standing around.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
Queen Latifah. Oh.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
I guess I'm going to call
Who,
them.
Chapman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't know how they do that shit. I wonder, do they have promoters and shit?
I'm about to look at them on IG and see.
To throw is Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season.
20 lawsuits settled.
Right,
What
it is
the
the season of
fucking
giving.
fuck?
Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
You said what?
I said 20.
20 what?
I'm talking about them 20 lawsuits.
Oh, man, fuck him. That's good.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 38, Lance. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Damn, yeah, she took that shit.
Even with the big lead here,
Took that shit down. Well, I guess she didn't take it down because it was just in the story, but she'll probably drop a real,
firing away and gaining those yards.
a real. Oh, I see you on the grill.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but
yeah.
couldn't get it all the way home. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. The Lance going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken
you know that Chapman is only for niggas on Sundays or Saturday. Whatever day it is, nigga day is nigga day. The first, like, yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that's going to be the case.
I've been there before. Like the first time I ever went, like most places, is for like a Bacardi event.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the
like remember we went to that one thing at Oakmont. It was called Oakmont at the time, and it became a Molly. Remember that?
A lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future.
You know what? I haven't heard nobody talking about them in a minute, honestly.
With a chance to win.
Yeah, so no, that's not going to work.
I don't know.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot.
But that's,
You're
well,
second and a yard from the 34.
You know, that's kind of cool to be outside a little bit, but it's definitely outside.
On the draw is Sherman.
True.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35
but shit, that Chapman gonna have that. They gonna have them big ass garage doors open anyway.
This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there.
I don't think so, but I haven't been. You know, I haven't been in the heat of the heat.
I don't have a final decision on Sunday because wherever I go, I'm gonna have to go there this Sunday to test them.
On first down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Oh, her birthday this weekend.
On first. 4 yards remain for second down. There's Wilson to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beat.
Yeah, I haven't figured out by Sunday.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be
I'm being
third
Dallas.
and
I got 2 waiting.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise.
Yeah, I'm in Dallas
This
this
one is
weekend.
gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hell yeah.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean.
And pop off 35 right. I need to go on your website to look at your calendar.
You're cheering you at.
Shit.
That's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say,
Well,
my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No, from the 7th to the 28th. So we can literally do this shit during the week. Because I know you're mostly booked up on the weekends, right?
Right.
Yeah, so we can just do like a...
I got to be here the 9th and the 10th.
That's fine. So I need to get with you sometime, get that ticket between the 11th.
Yeah, the 18th to the 22nd would be ideal.
Okay, so
anywhere in that week is probably, just because I know I don't got to be here.
So they throw the pick
No days that week, but I got to be here on the 26th and on the 9th. So, yeah. Well, I guess, yeah.
This is taken just shy of the 10 and able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That catch
back
good
already.
For 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
So more
Tackle
time.
them after the catch, inbounds,
Shit, bro.
keep the clock
Sign
running.
that shit.
Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
Also,
way.
Again, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch.
Reimbursing yourself again.
They had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal set.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
Yeah.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Right. Why are you acting like Jada?
Looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
No, hell no. You can run it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Might be too drunk.
And that's the thing, because I'm like, after Urban, I feel like everybody will be pretty lit. And then Urban goes from the daytime thing into the nighttime life, so yeah. Once you start hearing the songs replayed, it's time to go.
Quotes.
Quotes, remember it. Cute ambiance, hookah, live music, good vibes. Oh, Sunday fun day.
They want to get a clear answer from Kevin and say we've talked about it for months. Everything in that Brooklyn organization revolves around Kevin Durant. If KD wants Kyrie back, he'll be back. If KD signs off on, I don't know if it can work. I don't know if I can trust him out there every night, then Kyrie may be elsewhere.
I like it. You said duo. If that duo can work. Remember, it started with the trio. James Harden was there. Now he's gone. We'll see if Kyrie Irving ends up.
Oh, they got like children and shit up in here. I just want to be ratchet.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sage,
and do bald head hoe shit with my friends.
Best when both Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant play together. With only Durant playing, Brooklyn has a net rating of 3.8, which is very good. But when both are on the court, it shoots up to 13.1, which is just exceptional. It plummets to -7 when both of those players are off the court. Here's First Take's last take on if the Nets should consider giving Kyrie a max contract.
Kyrie Irving is a max athlete. He is a transcendent player. And I would argue that he's a top 3.
Oh, shit, he had Juneteenth for his grand opening.
The reality of the situation, if we look at the last 3 years with the Brooklyn Nets, year 1, he played 20 games of 72. Year 2, he played 54 of 72. Last year, he played 29. And in each season, there were issues beyond just an injury. Giving Kyrie Irving a max extension, knowing what you've seen over the last 3 years, I don't think that's a great decision. You would have to be insane to think that these sort of issues
we'll see. I might
continue to pop up.
Do his little spot. If he got a live DJ, then yeah. If it ain't no live DJ, I don't know. Because I need the party.
Mm-hmm.
That's ever touched the basketball, but also I'm looking at a team that signed Ben Simmons after the saga with the 76ers, that let Kyrie come back after they said that they quit. So to me, the Brooklyn Nets have already faded in bed and put themselves in this position as an individual organization and franchise.
Do you realize that Kyrie Irving has played in as many playoff games in the last 5 seasons since he left Cleveland?
All right, let me call you back. This is one of my coworkers. Somebody trying to make me work.
Yep. All right, man. Bye. Play stats.
Multiple rounds of the postseason. There's another caveat to this. Kyrie Irving himself often has said this isn't the most important thing to him. Is talent alone enough? There are other factors when it comes to Kyrie Irving that make him think hard.
4, 3, 2.
We got more NBA to get to this hour. What's the immediate focus for both the NBA champion Warriors and the Celtics as they turn their attention to the offseason? And when SportsCenter returns, the big man and dominant super.
Why did Daniel Hunter have 7 tackles?
So this current free agent status and his future could involve facing the likes of Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, and Justin Herbert twice next season.
Choosing T-Mobile is like paying for this, but getting that. And with our new price lock guarantee, you won't need to worry about price hikes. Because unlike AT&T, we won't raise the price of your radio. Another way customers get more at T-Mobile.
Yeah, kid QB, quarterback face. Get better, my boy.
That's where all the neighborhood is. So you stay out fresh. We'll stay real brew. And the world will be golder because of it. Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. Stay bold.
Order in the app for half-price cheeseburger.
One Sonic cheeseburger coming right up. I got the ketchup.
Putting on the pickles.
Order up.
Half-price Sonic cheeseburgers every Tuesday night. Only when you order in the app. Barbie really wants this dream house, and Barbie found out about it from Rocket Homes.
She did?
Well, it's a super competitive market. Everyone wants to buy the dream house.
Better offer, Betty. Cash offer, Carl.
Oh no! Don't worry, she has a verified approval that lets sellers know she's backed by Rocket Mortgage. So Barbie wins! But we need a house.
You could buy her from grade school.
Find and finance your dream house with Rocket Homes and Rocket Mortgage.
Friends again, Billy. I like to keep my enemies close.
Guys, excuse me. How do you fight this out? I'm hard of hearing.
Oh, hey, don't forget about the tense music too.
Did you say two?
I'd say suspense.
Aren't they the same thing?
Can we move on, guys? Please.
Dim the lights. Okay, dimming the lights.
New York Life's product isn't something you can touch or click on. It's 12,000 experts there to guide you through life's biggest moments. This is our product. This is what we do.
Hitting the road? Not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than Verizon. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G. The show leaves you deep to every player. But in the NBA draft, this year's prospects take the same next step as all the greats before them. It's NBA draft time. Thursday on ESPN and ABC. Will the Avalanche steal a win on the road? Or can the Lightning even the series? The Stanley Cup Final, Game 4, tomorrow on ABC and ESPN+.
Sports Center, brought to you by Disney's Rise, the incredible true story. Streaming Friday only on Disney+.
We're gonna shake things up a little bit and just make a random pick. This is my new mantra. When you're a loser, you've got nothing to lose. So we're gonna break.
Survey says.
Okay, Roger numbers.
Here's Bill.
Tagged in a right on the line for Rhea. Back. She's gone. Raffy strikes again.
1. Who is behind door number 1?
That's a good one.
I like Anthony Rizzo.
Deep right center.
Who is behind door number 2? Jordan Alvarez.
Runner goes. Alvarez. It's into the sand. The man cannot be stopped. Jordan Alvarez. You can't be stopped.
When was the last time I had an in bump? A minute-long in bump. Hello. Look at the leaderboard now. Reminder, Custer, I was as low as -11, and now I'm climbing up. We've shortened the list, too. I'm climbing up the list. Slowly but surely, Hannah and Jay lead with Matt Perry, who's on vacation in the middle of, super fabulous right now. Staff close behind. So, I'm excited because I'm on a roll. That's 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Don't mess with me.
Hey,
Here's the key.
You're over me now.
I need. Here's the key. We don't know what's behind, what clears behind each door, right? This is a door. This is like. So,
Where you going? Come on. Door 1, door number 2, door number 2. Which one?
Vanna says, door number 1. I have no idea who's behind it. Please bring it home with me, guys. Door number 1 is who? Who is it? Oh, hey, Mike Trout.
fishing.
Yes.
Mike Trout has been.
Heck yeah. He's been hot lately.
Yes, he has.
8 home runs this month alone. What's that? June 21st.
Major League lead.
5 home runs in his last 6 games. Wow. At plus 175. So, thank you, baseball gods, for putting Mike Trout behind door number 1.
It is called long shots, so that's why I'm going with a long shot. I'm going Freddie Freeman. He's only got 6 home runs on the season. He did hit one on Father's Day.
He's ready, though. He's so due.
Just 2 in the month of June. But he's playing my Reds at Great American Ballpark. We know
staff is going to learn. So as we recap here, Sage, who's just been on fire, she's got Mike Trout.
Yeah, but you're plus 450 though.
Listen,
I
I'm
know.
trying to really go for it.
I want the streak. I'm getting a little greedy here.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I got Freddie Freeman, and then how about the young Bucks? They're the staff going with Jack Sawinski. Those are the picks. Come on, Freddie Freeman.
Welcome back to SportsCenter. Sage Field, Brian Custer, and Dominican Sue has already had a storied career. Began in 2010, drafted second overall after Sam Bradford. That was a minute ago. Wow, he went on to win Defensive Rookie of the Year with the Detroit Lions, and spent 5 years there. 5 in Detroit, 3 with Miami, during which he's elected to 5 Pro Bowls and 3 All-Pro teams across 12 seasons in the league. So far, he started all but 2 regular season games. Durable for sure. How about 2020? It all came together with the Buccaneers, and Dominican got to lift that Lombardi trophy after beating the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. He recorded a sack and a half in that game as Buccaneers won, of course, 31-9, and he got to celebrate on the field. Beautiful wife, and now he's going to celebrate here with us. 2020, you want to? No. We're going forward now. Hello.
It was a little rough, but it was a good time as well.
Great to have the Dominican
Ray
here
Louis.
in the News Sports Center. Thank you for coming in. 5-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle is also
Ray Louis.
a free agent. And I'm sorry, but hey, that Twitter thing, you've been having fun on it. Let's just talk about that right off the bat here. Yesterday, Adam Schefter tweeted your quote from NFL Live, right? Saying, it looks like the Bucs are out of the picture. That's what he said. And then, of course, you did say that you'd like to continue playing. And then what did you do? You retweeted it. Raiders should be fun. That was today. That was just this morning. So there's been a lot of talk, funny though, about you with the Raiders for a long time, and your retweet was hard to miss. You guys are smart. That was intentional. So are you and your representatives in any talks right now with Las Vegas?
There's always talk going on for a little bit. Las Vegas is a great city. I spent a lot of time there. But the Raiders actually been courted by them previously in the past free agency. So the team that I've always had an eye on, and they got some great talent. Mason Crosby, a handful of other guys, and it'd be very interesting to see that opportunity.
They're talking as we speak.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to give any secrets out.
Why would it be fun to go there? That was your word.
Yeah, it's fun. Close to home. It's a quick flight from Fort Worth, where I'm born and raised and train every day in the off season at Nike's headquarters. So family can get there close, and then obviously just an opportunity to win. I got a great quarterback and some different pieces. I think I could add value and help them get over the hump.
How quickly do you expect a decision to be made?
I really haven't put a timetable on it. You can look at it and we can if we can. You just never know. I think when the time is right, it's a bit of a
But there's definitely a want at 35 now.
I may be old in football years, but I've got plenty of juice left, and I've had a lot of excitement. Looking forward to an opportunity to go from there.
Yeah, you spent the last 3 seasons in Tampa, and it's interesting. I mean, you got that root. How difficult has it been for you to kind of put that in a box and say, okay, that part is over and it's time to move on?
I would say it's been difficult. I mean, I'm always challenging myself each and every single day, whether it's off the field in business, whether it's on the field, trying to stay in shape, and obviously continue to help other young guys get better, whether that's my training mates or older teammates that are still on campus. So for me, it's always an evolving opportunity as I continue to grow as a human being.
I want to talk about the most important thing in your life. I mean, we know you like football, but it's those babies. And happy Father's Day, belated, by the way. And I like what you tweeted out there the other day on Father's Day, and that was 2-time Father's Day champion. We like that, and that stayed forever, right? You and your beautiful wife, Katya, have